What is up, YouTube? Murderous Enemy here, coming at you with how to build an automatic wheat farm in Minecraft. I'm going to be doing this on survival, of course. I'm going to be doing this on creative. Of course, you guys can always do this on survival. For those of you that haven't been with one of my redstone tutorials before, or with any of my Minecraft building projects, I like rating everything out of 10. So this automatic wheat farm, I'm going to give probably a 4 out of 10. It's really not that difficult. Anybody could do it. And if you have absolute zero knowledge of redstone, feel free. I'll talk you through it, and it's not going to be too hard. You won't have to worry, and we both get to go on with our lives in Minecraft. So without further ado, let's get started. We are going to go 8 with whatever block. I'm going to be using cobblestone because everybody seems to love cobblestone. So I'm going to be using cobblestone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so once we have our 8, it looks like I'm going to have to be expanding on this little tutorial, or this little patch of land here. I was just flying around over by my town, and I noticed this nice patch of land, so I was like, alright, you know what, I'm gonna go see if I can make my tutorial over here. So it looks like, you know what, just for this video, I'm gonna go this way. Alrighty, so we have our 8, and now we're gonna have our wonderful pistons. Don't worry, these aren't sticky pistons, so you don't have to freak out by how expensive they are if you're actually doing this in survival. Unless you're a beast in survival and you already have everything, then by all means, continue and do it with sticky pistons, and you don't have to worry about doing making horizontal pistons. You can do sticky pistons and just make them up and down. But for those of you that don't have sticky pistons or are just following this video exact, we are going to be making horizontal pistons. Don't worry, it's just as easy, just a little bit longer, but not too bad. So here we go. We are going to be placing our redstone repeaters right on top, right behind the pistons. Of course, we have our 8 pistons. We added 2 to the side, or 1 to the side, which is 2 total, and then, of course, once we are done putting those redstone repeaters down, we are going to make our trail of redstone right behind it, so those redstone repeaters will be activated. Now, I'm not a genius, or I'm not the best with redstone. I'll be the first to admit that. So I like having my current always flowing, so I always see what's going on with my redstone. It's how I like getting started with redstone. So what we are going to do now is, so we have our water flowing, we are going to continue down. Now, if you didn't quite catch that there, that went a little fast. We are going to hit. We are just going to place a cobblestone block on this pass, and then we are going to make this figure here. Now, once you're done with that, you're just going to go one more forward and then place blocks on the pistons. So once again, we have our piston, we extend our block, and we're going to put that block down. Just like that, everything has to be equal on every side for this to work, and then we're just going to fill in our thing there. Alright, perfect. So once we have that, now we just get to go one higher. So we are going to go where the redstone, or where the piston is, where the piston back is, and then we are just going to build one on top of that, drag it all the way across, one over, and then just build all the way across. So it's going to basically be a long, sort of a passageway. And then, not a passageway, but more like a long form, whatever, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so now we are going to fill it in with water, and once we are done filling it in with water, there we go. Now we have our wonderful little contraption. Now, if we hit our redstone right now, just common sense is going to tell us that this water is going to go everywhere and nobody's going to have a fun time. So, now we are going to extend 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So we're going to do that on this side as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. Now, if you're wondering why 8, that is because it is the flow of water, and if all goes well, we are going to see where the water stops. Perfect. That is where our water stops, on that block right there. So we're just going to hit that, and then we are going to get rid of our water. Now, if you're wondering why we had to extend the sides, it's just so the water doesn't go everywhere. So our water, this is our final pit of water, meaning the water can reach here. So what we are going to do is we are going to make it so it goes down 1. Now, according to this logic, now that all of the water now can go down 1, and it's going to go into here. Now, just making sure that works, we're going to hit it one more time. And it does. So once it hits that block right there, it can then be extended to go even further to what you'd like it to. So for this video, I'm just going to have it go one more block. Of course, you can keep going as long as you want to. You can make this an insane wheat farm and go for maybe Minecraft's biggest wheat farm if that's what you're into, because that'd be pretty awesome. I've never seen a Minecraft's biggest wheat farm, but I'm pretty sure it's pretty big. Anyway, so once we're done with that, we're going to keep going, and I think it should stop about here. Now, one key note with this form of a wheat farm, I did go for the easiest, not the most efficient, for you guys to work with. Meaning, that this is extremely simple to make. However, it's not exactly the most efficient. And what I mean by that is it can easily, it's kind of a pain like reloading it or replanting it. And the whole purpose of this is it just shaves off your time for actually planting your or harvesting your wheat. So what's going to happen now is we're going to go like this, and we're going to extend it. So basically all I've done at this point is we have made our water, and we have made it this far. Now if you'd like to make a really short wheat farm, you could easily just cut it off right there. But we wanted to make this a little bit bigger because we like a lot of wheat, and the whole purpose of this is so we don't have to harvest a whole bunch of wheat. So that's what we're going to do at this point. So now what I'm doing is I'm just going to get some simple seeds that I have here. And, well, first, of course, we need to actually harvest. So where is our... Whoops. Let's do that. Okay. So now we just have to start harvesting just like regular. Okay. Now, I understand that you may not be in creative mode when you're doing this. So there are different variations when you can actually do this. So you don't have to do this pattern exactly right. So you can have, like, a cobblestone column, like, straight down the middle so you can harvest your... thing just like that, so you don't have to worry about it. Now, once you're done with that, now we can start putting our wheat wherever you'd like your wheat to go. It can go absolutely anywhere you would like it to. So we're going to put it for this video. This should be good. So now we're just going to start putting our wheat down, and we are going to fill this whole thing with wheat. Wheat, 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 wheat. Now, if you'd like this to grow faster because you are one of those people that likes putting water where all of your wheat is, then that is perfectly fine. All you'd have to do there is just hit off this block right here, this layer. Here, I could actually do it real fast for you guys. So you're just going to hit off this layer, go down, go down, go down, go down, go down, 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 down. Okay, so now what that's going to do is it's going to make it so your wheat grows twice as fast, because it has a layer of water that extends 4 directions. Now this isn't going to go all the way, it's going to go to 4. And then if you'd like it for the other side as well, you're just going to do that exact same thing on this side. None of that is at all mandatory. Now you can do this, of course, for this layer as well, making it grow that much faster. But like I said, I'm just here to do a little tutorial video for you guys real quick. I'm going to go to bed so we can see a little bit better in the morning. And like I said, you can modify this. I can't stress that enough, that this is an extreme basic unit. You guys got to go take your imaginations and go wild. I want to see some awesome farms from you guys. I can imagine that they're going to be pretty great. So just hypothetically here, we're planting our, whoops, I don't know where that came from. We're just planting our wheat, blah, blah, blah. Woohoo, we have our super awesome wheat farm. So what do we do now that our wheat is completely done? Well, now it's pretty obvious. You just take your redstone all the way down to where you'd like it. So for this video, we're just going to put it right there. And then we're going to put it right there. Now, of course, we are all pros at this by now that we know that redstone needs a current. Whoops. And then in order for the current to take place, we need repeaters. And repeaters make our lives wonderful. There we go. Okay, so now we can do this. And we see our water! Woohoo! Alright. Oops. I don't know what happened there. Oh, I see. I made it one too big, my friends. I'm sorry. So then that means you stop it right there. And then that means you finish this. I was 2 layers off. I apologize. That was really bad. I didn't mean to do that. So there we go. Then we just finished 2 layers. Now, like I said, you may be wondering why on earth would this, how does this save me any sort of time? Well, what it does is it makes it so the water current pushes all the wheat towards you, and then all you have to do is literally just jump in front of it and then collect your wheat, and then hit your lever again, and then the water will stop, assuming that we have our redstone current done, which we don't for whatever reason. And then there it is, it stops. Now, this is completely rushed. I did this not very well. It looks extremely sloppy. So if you're wondering why I did that, I'm going to show you my version of what I actually did for mine over here in my little town. I like making my constructions before I actually make videos for you guys, so I actually know what I'm doing. So this is what I did. It kind of looks like a little tower thing. It looks pretty nice. I like the way that I did this, and then it has like the glass. So this is my version where I took this basic design and I made it my own. As you can see, I have the water on both sides. Now we're going to assume that this whole thing is planted. Just for the sake of this video, I'm going to plant this just so you guys can understand what I'm talking about when I say that you can make your imaginations go wild. So I have this more of a modern look. And I have this for 3 layers, so it maximizes the amount of wheat that I have. Of course, like I said, you can make this as big as you'd want to. You can, like, as you can see, I have 1, 2.5 layers there of wheat, and you can make it go whatever you want. You can make it a triangle if you'd like to, and then you can make like, let's say 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 20, a million layers of wheat. Depending on how much time you want to put into this, you can make the world's largest wheat farm. That'd actually be a pretty good YouTube video. I might give that a try for the world's largest wheat farm, although I'm sure it's pretty big, whatever it is. So I'll look into it and see if it's a tangible thing to actually accomplish. But in the meantime, I'm just showing you what I did. So what I did is I took that basic design. As we see there, we have our pistons and we have our layout. Now I just made it nice with the water, and then we've added a couple chests, we have our wheat, and we have our sun. So let's say now that we have our wonderful seeds here planted, that it becomes wheat, and it is 100% done, and we are ready to harvest. Then we are just going to simply hit this, our wonderful lever that we have here. As you can see, I've hidden 100% of the redstone, so you don't have to worry about that. And our wonderful wheat all comes to me in one place. So this is what I mean. You can make your imaginations go wild. Hide the redstone, put water next to it, put some glass up here, and maybe make it, instead of out of cobblestone, you make it out of this fancy schmancy little bricks right there. And it all comes to one place where I simply hit that, and then I am on my way. Now, like I said, replanting, that is one thing I haven't figured out yet. Like I said, I was going for easy, not most efficient for this video. So make sure that if you find another way, feel free to leave a comment down below in the description of the video, and that would be lovely to see if you guys have figured out a way to do that. Anyway, I'm MurderSunny. This video has helped you out in any sort of way. Make sure you rate, comment, subscribe, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Thanks.